The laws and procedures that will govern the next national election in Somalia are mostly set, but they were not achieved without controversy and argument. The original draft law featured a proportional representation, closed-list system. This was agreed to between federal government and state representatives, and then endorsed by the cabinet. But the lower house of the legislature rejected it, passing a bill calling for a first-past-the-post system. These labels can be confusing to those not plugged into electoral systems. For voters, this is what it means. They will be able to vote for a specific candidate from their geographic district. But that candidate will come from a specific clan assigned to that district. This is how the law will keep the power-sharing arrangement between clans in place. In fact, it is now enshrined in national law. Critics feel that this will lead to voters who don't belong to the clan assigned for their district to stay home. United Nations mission leader James Swan has endorsed the plan.
The intent is to retain the community identity of each of the members of Parliament, but now to elect them directly rather than simply choose them through a group of elders and other hand-picked members of the community. This would open up the process and allow for welcome citizens' participation.
There are a number of issues that still need to be addressed. They include how Benadir residents will choose senators in the upper house. Benadir contains Mogadishu. It also includes how citizens register to vote. Officials recognize that these details need to get worked out soon and communicated effectively.
The people need to know the nitty-gritty details of those elections, about the law related to elections. They also want to know the institutional arrangements for conducting elections. What will be the constituency, for example, as a basis for electing representatives? How will the minorities be elected? We have to really popularize information so that every person, everywhere, in all corners of the country, from Mogadishu to the border with Ethiopia, and so on and so forth, everybody has to understand how the election process is being conducted and how they're going to elect. This also means we must have a robust civic education, and that will be, of course, championed by the NIC, so that people can understand how to elect.
Women will be voting, although how they will achieve 30% representation in the legislature is still unclear. Youth are also finally going to be involved in the election process.
shuruucda dalku ku yaal xaq ku leena sababtu waxa waay qofka dhalinyarada fursad uu siiyay wuxuu fursad u siiyay in la dooran karo asna wax dooran karo sababtu waxa waay sharcigan wuxuu qoraa 18 sano Soomaa 18 sano marka jirtid ina wax dooran kartid laguna dooran karo sharciga marka ka eegna marka waxa jirto fursad ah ina anaka wax dooran karno nala dooran karo si taas ah u xoojino waa ina qayb ka nahay waa ina ku jirno oo door ku leenahay oo mataqaana shaqada socota qayb ka nahay not hadhow in lagu soo dari doono adoo had ku jirin.
Individual voters may face their own challenges, from security in their voting district to family or clan pressures. For some, even understanding the ballots could be difficult. But officials are trying to encourage a hopeful atmosphere ahead of the vote, as this government-sponsored video demonstrates. This election may not live up to everyone's expectations, but it is a big step for this fledgling democracy. An enthusiastic electorate, evidenced by a strong turnout, will be the best measure of success. ADN TV continues its look at Somalia's upcoming election when we look at challenges facing the ballot in part 3 of our series.